In the headlines, the National Online Conference to reveal the special amnesty work in 2025 April 30th phase and publicize the state president's decision on amnesty in 2025 phase 2. The working session on the post-evaluation of the Cần Thơ River embankment project responding to climate change and lessons learned related to the urban development project, clean growth and climate change in Ngã Bảy. The conference of tourism businesses and displayed products to celebrate the 65th Vietnam Tourism Day.
Hello, and it's good to see you back here in this edition of Cần Thơ News and Top News today. On July 8th afternoon, the Ministry of Public Security held a national online conference to reveal the special amnesty work in 2025 April 30th phase and publicize the state president's decision on amnesty in 2025 phase 2. In attendance was Politburo member and permanent deputy Prime Minister Nguyễn Hòa Bình.
At the conference, delegates heard a summary report on the amnesty work of April 30th phase and the implementation of the resolutions on amnesty in 2025 phase 2. The amnesty subjects include those serving fixed-term prison sentences, those sentenced to life imprisonment that have been reduced to fixed-term prison sentences, and those whose prison sentences are temporarily suspended. To effectively implement the second amnesty, permanent Deputy Prime Minister Nguyễn Hòa Bình requested ministries, branches, and localities to promote the achieved results, thoroughly grasp the parties' guidelines and viewpoints and the state's policies and laws on amnesty, ensuring democracy, objectivity, transparency, and compliance with regulations.
On the morning of July 9th, Deputy Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee Nguyễn Tuấn Anh, also head of the National Assembly delegation, Deputy Head of the Steering Committee on the Merger and Consolidation of Provincial Level Administrative Units, and the establishment of Cần Thơ City Party Committee after the Merger and Consolidation of Provincial Level Administrative Units, referred to as Steering Committee 20HH, chaired a working session with the Standing Committee of Working Group Number 4 and the Core Editorial Group to review the work of drafting documents for the Congress of the City Party Committee 2025-2030 term.
At the conference, Comrade Nguyễn Tuấn Anh and other members discussed and reviewed the tasks related to the process of approval by the Standing Committee and the Executive Committee of the City Party Committee, the composition and scope of soliciting opinions, synthesizing documents related to the development of document content and soliciting opinions, preparing content and necessary conditions to issue documents to solicit opinions from central ministries and branches, at the same time continuing to review, give additional opinions and adjustments to complete the content of the documents of Cần Thơ City Party Congress for 2025-2030 term.
Later on July 8th afternoon, Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Văn Hòa had a working session with Mr. Herve Conan, Country Director of the French Development Agency in Vietnam, appreciated as AFD Vietnam, on the post-evaluation of the Cần Thơ River embankment project, responding to climate change and lessons learned related to the urban development project, clean growth and climate change in Ngã Bảy.
Through discussions with Mr. Herve Conan, Vice Chairman Nguyễn Văn Hòa acknowledged Mr. Conan's interest and close attention to the project, as well as the recommendations of AFD Vietnam. Thereby, the City People's Committee will study and direct relevant units to continue reviewing and reporting to receive instructions to remove obstacles and complete the Cần Thơ River embankment project. First of all, the process of adjusting the implementation time to December 31st, 2027 will be carried out. For the second project, the city will continue to coordinate with AFD in Vietnam to ensure the plan, the implementation of the two-level government leads to the project being located in two grassroots administrative units. Therefore, the city studies and directs to ensure that when completed, it will operate uniformly and effectively.
On the morning of July 9th, Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Trần Chí Hùng worked with leaders of the Department of Agriculture and Environment on implementing tasks for the last 6 months of 2025.
After the merger, the department currently has 21 units. Up to now, it has completed the appointment of managing and leading positions. In the last 6 months of the year, the department targets to achieve economic growth rate at 3.71%, GRDP structure at 20.93%, poverty rate 0.63%. The rate of rural households with access to clean water 59%, the average rate of solid waste collection and treatment in urban areas 96.67%, the average rate of hazardous waste collected and treated in 2025 99.79%. Vice Chairman Trần Chí Hùng appreciated the proactive implementation of solutions by the sector after the merger, while suggesting that in a coming time, the agriculture and environment sector should focus on effectively implementing solutions to achieve the targets for 2025.
Pursuant to Directive Number 2698 of the People's Committee of Cần Thơ City on July 8, the Commune and World Support Team in Administrative Reform in the field of Industry and Trade, led by Deputy Director of the Department of Industry and Trade of Cần Thơ City, Trần Minh Kiệt, came to discuss and resolve difficulties for Thành and Vĩnh Thạnh communes.
Through direct meetings with localities, leaders and specialized departments of the Department of Industry and Trade answered the problems that commune levels are still facing. Recommendations such as early guidance documents on the list of fees and charges according to regulations, timely information on new regulations, etc. have all been received by relevant agencies and will be resolved. In particular, Cần Thơ City Department of Industry and Trade has built a dialogue group connecting all leaders and experts at the city and the community levels to quickly support localities.
On the afternoon of July 8, the Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism of Cần Thơ City organized a conference of tourism businesses and displayed products to celebrate the 65th Vietnam Tourism Day, July 9, 1960, July 9, 2025.
Delegates reviewed traditions and historical significance of Vietnam Tourism Day and the formation and development of Cần Thơ tourism. To promote Cần Thơ tourism after the merger at the conference, tourism businesses made many recommendations and proposals related to product development such as building large-scale entertainment areas, attractive nighttime products, as well as continuing to pay attention to tourism infrastructure, especially waterways and airways. On this occasion, 17 tourism businesses were awarded certificates of merit by the City Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism for their positive contributions to the development of Cần Thơ tourism.
On the morning of July 9th, Cần Thơ City Military Command held a conference to approve a plan for organizing activities to celebrate the 80th founding anniversary of Cần Thơ Armed Forces, July 30th, 1945, July 30th, 2025.
The conference approved important plans such as organizing historical witness exchanges, raising advanced models, and rewarding the contest to learn about the tradition of celebrating the 80th founding anniversary of Cần Thơ Armed Forces, marching to visit Cần Thơ Provincial Party Committee base, organizing traditional talks, visiting and giving gifts to families of policy beneficiaries, visiting the Hùng King's Temple, visiting Tân Hiệp and Dòng Riêng Martyr Cemeteries, organizing a live television program to receive the second-class Fatherland Protection Medal. The implementation period of these activities is from July 15 to July 29, 2025.
The updated weather forecast don't show up this edition of Cần News. If you want to watch again in this bulletin, please visit our website, thtpct.vn. And now thanks for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.